you and strangers in it. When they went from one nation to another, from one kingdom to another people, he suffered no man to do them wrong.
He suffered no man to do them wrong. That's talking about his prophets. So we don't fear no polite or be-like or uptight or any kind of ite, right? Man, we used to have a school in Bridgeport, Connecticut. They used to call the school right after our shows aired on cable. Hey, you niggas, we gonna blow up the school, niggas. Which was probably a cop, salami and bacon niggas. It was probably cops doing that. You know, trying to.
But a couple of times they were calling, I would answer the phone, and I would actually talk to the guy. The guy, the main guy. I would actually talk to him. He knew my voice and everything, man. And we would talk, and then we would record all the messages, and then when we had nothing better to do, we would listen and laugh, man.
That was the point I was going to make. That was the point. We weren't, look, when they were calling the school threatening us, we weren't taking that shit serious because we knew there was a greater purpose for us being there. And then some of those threats sounded kind of credible. We're going to blow your school.
But whether they was or not, it doesn't matter.
That's the
doesn't
point.
Matter, man.
That's the point.
That's not even the right.
That's the point. It didn't matter to us. That is the point.
Because we believe, man. See, unlike Nate, the reason why you became a cop in the year 2000, notice it was right after the year 2000, because you were working at Bunny's, and we saw him that day. Remember we went 1 week, he was talking all kind of shit, proud. Then the next week, do you know we set up a camp? We had the camp on 34th Street. There was, about 5 of us, maybe 3 of us. We drove the car down to right where Nate was working, and that was called the Nate Camp, man, right at Bunny's. Remember we used to speak on Delancey? Right down the street, but the Bunny's not there no more. And he was a security guard. So the second time we went out there, man, he wasn't there. We thought he took the day off. And then when it was time for him to leave at about 8 o'clock, you said, there he is. He's hiding behind that thing. Then he came out. No, he came. No. The nigga came out, right? Yeah, he came out of Bunny's, right? And then he tried to act like he ignored us. And then you followed him. And then you said, asked her what happened to him. He emailed me about the missile. And normally, he was supposed to walk that way because the train was that way. He was trying to get out of town quick, man.
Yeah, remember that, Nate?
And that's when you became a cop.
That's right.
You thought the missiles were going to come, you'd be all right. The missiles didn't come, you said, let me be a fucking cop. Because you lacked faith.
Hey, you know what's funny? We put that video up, and he had it taken down.
Oh yeah, years later on YouTube. We put that video up, and he had that shit taken down like the next day.
Right.
That show you he got connections, man.
Show you. Even back then.
You know, because our thing is we're not here to lie. We're here to tell you the truth. And if we have the proof, we're gonna show you.
Hey, we get no profit from lying, man. Like I said about lying, when you lie, you have to remember that lie so you can tell another lie. Fuck all that. Tell the truth, and the transaction is over, right?
Over the tangle where we weave.
When at first we practice to deceive. We're not trying to weave any tangled webs out here, right?
That was William Tisdale.
Because you put the quote up.
Walter Scott.
So Walter Scott. Yep.
So I said it was Shakespeare, but I was wrong. It's Sir Walter Scott.
But they said that's a commonly mistaken quote given to Shakespeare instead of Sir Walter Scott.
See, I admit I was wrong. Okay. Because it's about telling the truth, man.
He suffered no man to do them wrong. Yeah, he reproved kings for their sakes.
Yeah, he reproved kings for their sakes. The king right now is the Rothschilds, man. The Rockefellers. They're the kings of this earth. Right?
Obama's a king.
Obama's also a king.
Lower level king.
He's the king of America right now. And we reprove Obama because Obama's a flaming homosexual, right? That's what he is. Among other things. He's a Hamite, a flaming homosexual, a liar, the devil. All right? He's a member of the Wicked Council, the Council of the Wicked.
And he's going into slavery too.
And he's going into slavery too. All right? Go ahead, brother. Can you read that part again?
Psalms chapter 105 verse 14. He suffered no man to do them wrong.
So no man can't do us any wrong. And if they do us wrong, it was sanctioned by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right?
Go ahead.
As a matter of fact, it was Yahushua that said the sparrow don't fall to the ground unless the Heavenly Father sanctioned it. That's what Yahushua said. And then he said, fear ye not, for you are more value than many sparrows.
Yep.
Okay? So think about that. A sparrow doesn't fall to the ground unless the Father sanctions it. We're worth more than many sparrows. Right? Go ahead.
He suffered no man to do the wrong, yea, he reproved kings for their sakes, saying, touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm.
A good example of that was Abraham and his wife.
That's right.
What was the king's name? Was it Abimelech? Right. In other words, the king came. The Lord came. The Most High came to the king and said, "Look, you better not touch his wife." And then he said, "Why didn't you say that was your wife?" Because he explained to him that the Lord came to him and told him, "Look, I'm gonna kill you."
Another example is an angel.
And Amun Ra intervened.
That's right.
Because there's no such thing as Amun Ra.
It doesn't exist.
He's just a demon under the Most High, man.
That's right. Yeah, another example is our forefather Peter. When he was thrown in jail, an angel delivered him and sprang him out of jail. And the angel led him all the way to the gates of the city, and he was able to escape. All right, and we're coming into that time again, when the Heavenly Father will let's bring that out. The angels of the Lord encamp. The angels of the Lord, they got a job to do too. The days are coming when all hell is going to break loose, and we're going to need that divine protection from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We're going to need that protection.
It's all right.
Thank you.
Psalms
Go ahead.
chapter 34, verse 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him to deliver them.
Yeah, like right now, the angels of the Lord are around us right now. That's why people, they'll be walking all carefree and casual, and as soon as they see us, they get that I've seen it out here. They get that look on their face. That they straighten up. They try to have a serious look because the holy presence of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is right around right now.
And the children, you see the children?
Oh yeah.
They'll be looking at her.
Yep.
You know,
There's something.
It'll be like there'll be like a baby in a carriage, or maybe like a 3-4-year-old walking, and they'll look at her. You know.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Because not too long ago they were in the spirit world, and they saw how the angels really looked.
That's right. That's
That
right.
they were so-called black men.
Hey, this is the bottom line. This is a spiritual thing, man.
That's right.
And then you know what? All them different groups, Johanna and Nate and all of them, and HODC, all them different groups, man, they know who the true men of the Lord are, man. They know that, man. We're doing exactly what the true men of the Lord did. And there was a movie called Ghost Dog. Remember that movie? Y'all saw that movie, Ghost Dog? You gotta see, brother, you gotta see. That's a bad movie, man. Well, if I remember, I'll find it. I'll make you a copy of it. Anyway, this guy, Forrest Whitaker, he actually became he was like a hitman, but he did it based upon this book. What was the name of the book?
Some Zulu on the
No, it wasn't Sansu.
Oh no, I'm sorry, the Hagakuri.
The Hagakuri, yeah, you remember that. And then basically he read the book and it showed him how to be a samurai, but he was a samurai, but he was using like modern weapons. And the dude was getting down, man. And he did everything according to that book. You know? So the same thing with us. We're doing everything according to the book.
He was low key. He wasn't.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
For popularity.
Yep. And then when Jake saw him, like the scene with this guy RZA, they bowed to him, you know.
Yep.
Ghost Dog, you know.
And there wasn't much small talk.
That's right. That's right.
Very brief.
That's right. That's right.
They reverenced him. He only had one friend, that one guy in the high school.
Right. Yep. Which was a Levite. Was a Levite playing chess, man. Yep.
Yeah, his best friend spoke a language he didn't even understand.
Yeah, but they understood each other.
But they understood each other in the spirit. So that movie is deep. Well, the guy who produced it, he's kind of a deep dude.
Yeah, well, he's an Edomite, but he might be a
he's
Jake.
He's kind of astute. I forgot his name. Jim Jarouche. Jim Jarouche.
Damn, you know everything, brother.
Oh no, well names.
Names is your thing. Names is your thing.
Hey, names
and old songs.
Yeah. But the most important name is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
That's right.
That name. Right. That's the name. Go ahead, brother.
Like in Psalms.
Hey, you gotta have fun with it. You can't look, man. We catch hell all week. This is like a release to us, man.
Yeah.
And some days at the job, you're ready to pull your hair.
You're ready to break
You're looking at the times like, damn, it's only 2 o'clock, it's only 1 o'clock.
doing the same monotonous, stupid ass work.
Bullshit.
That's why you got to be a truck driver. The day go quick.
Every day is an adventure. Go ahead, brother.
Psalms 105 and 16. Moreover, he called for a famine upon the land, he brake the whole staff of bread. He sent the man before them.
Oh, let's read that again, please. Read that again.
Verse 16. Moreover, he called for a famine upon the land. He brake the whole staff of bread.
Now, the famine of the land is actually going to happen in this country, man. But it says, somebody please give me Isaiah 65, start from 9.
Yeah, that's right.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter.
Because you're going to have guys that's going to try to stack up rice and, canned goods and shit like that. We don't got to worry. We don't, doomsday package, whatever they call it. Bug out bags.
Yep.
We ain't worrying about that shit, man.
Guns.
You know?
They want to stack guns.
Yep.
Ammunition.
Ammunition.
This is Isaiah 65 and 9. And I will bring forth a seed out of Jacob and out of Judah, an inheritor of my mountains. And mine elect shall inherit it, and my servants shall dwell there.
Yeah, that seed, that was Yahushua. Dealing with Yahushua. Which he was definitely an inheritor of the Lord's mountain.
And we inheritors too. Romans 8. We inherited what do you call it? Co-heirs. Yeah, joint heirs.
So what Yahushua receives,
we're going to receive.
We believe we're going to receive. And that's faith. That's all faith. All right, go ahead.
And Sharon shall be a fold of flocks, and the valley of Achor a place for the herds to lie down in, for my people that have sought it.
Yeah, right now over there in Israel, you have something called the kibbutz. They gotta import stuff in. So much for them being because the land is cursed because they're not the rightful people that belong in that land. If they're the people of the Heavenly Father in the land of Israel, why do you have a kibbutz? Huh?
Lord ain't blessing that land.
Why does the land look like a fucking desert?
And basically, the state of Israel is a welfare state.
Yeah, it's a welfare state.
The U.S. has to send billions of dollars to them every year, man.
Every year.
They had to build up that damn army.
Yeah,
the military.
So if they're so blessed, which the prophecy says that the land of Israel will be blessed, why is that not happening to them? Because they're not the people of that land. They're not the real Israelites of that land. That's why. You are, you so-called Negroes, West Indians, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, etc. You
know what they're trying to say? Even that knucklehead, was the guy that made the movie, The Late Great Planet Earth, what's his name? Hal Lindsey.
Yeah,
he's trying to justify that those are the Israelites that went back and fulfilled the prophecy of the Israelites going back to the land of Israel, man. That's bullshit, man. Because they wouldn't need to be taken care of by the United States.
Right.
That place they wouldn't have a kibbutz, and they wouldn't need billions of dollars in aid from the United States, man.
Yeah, and the land would flourish.
Or
it would
an
be
army.
like the Garden of Eden. That's what the prophecy says. When the real Israelites return back to the land, it's going to be like the Garden of Eden. So what happened? Go ahead, brother.
This is verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, and prepare a table for that troop.
Well, Nate is a good example of that. He forgot the Lord's holy mountain, even though they call themselves Israelites. But the Lord's holy mountain is his name too, his name, and his son's name. Nate forgot that. Go ahead, brother.
That prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number.
Yeah, another good example is that 501c3. When you partake of that, you're preparing a table for that troop. There's laws in the government says that you don't have to get a 501c3 to operate a church. But you got it, Nate, because you wanted to maximize your profits. Because really, secretly, the so-called white man is your God. That's why you call him Christ. Right?
Yeah, look at that. This is Jeremiah 3 and 23. Truly in vain the salvation hoped for from the hills and from multitude of mountains.
Yeah, like trusting in the so-called white man's government. Trusting in the American dream. Which, like the guy said, George Carlin, you have to be asleep to believe it. That's true. If you're going to believe in a dream, you have to be asleep to believe it. The American dream. It's nothing but an American nightmare. Go ahead.
Truly, the Lord our power is the salvation of Israel.
That's it. Salvation of Israel.
All right, back in Isaiah 65 and 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword.
And that's, symbol of Jade Hell. Now you was telling me Now's your chance.
It's a shot.
Now's your shot.
I was telling all this.
How about erasing for
I was telling the apostle that I ran into a video on YouTube going into the J Helm logo. The logo, it consists of arrows. I forget exactly what the arrow represent. I got it on my favorites. I got to check back. But the sword pointing upwards represents a king ruling through stealth.
ruling through the sword, which represents bloodshed, killing. That's why the symbol of Jade Helm is that sword. That's the beginning of the military coming together to kill you, kill you tribes, man, destroy you.
And the clog on the symbol is transparent. And the clog, I believe back in the 1800s, the Dutch would take the clogs and they would throw them into machines to sabotage it. So they was calling the clogs sabots. That's where you get sabotage from. So it's the king sabotaging, ruling through stealth, or ruling through sabotage. That's basically what the United States government is doing. That's why they're shutting down all of the Walmarts across the country.
That's why they're going to break into your houses. Like it says, we got to bring that out in your apocrypha. They're going to throw you out of your houses. I'm talking about your tribes. All right, they're going to rape your women. They're going to rape your children too. These are sadistic people, man. These are sick, sadistic people that have only one thing in mind, and that's destruction, mayhem, chaos. They got the right kind of individuals for that Jade Helm exercise. These are soulless individuals. All right? Go ahead, Billy.
2nd Esdras 15 and 14.
And the symbol, like the brother just explained to you, the symbol illustrates that. That's why you have the clog. That's why you have the arrows. That's why you have the sword pointed up. The symbol of Jade Helm. Go ahead, Billy.
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
And again, like I said, on the emblem of Jade Helm, you see there's a sword there. Go ahead.
And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
One people shall stand up to fight against another. That's the military force going against the people. But some of the people have guns too. And there's gonna be a civil war. That's what you call a civil war. There's going to be a race war, and there's going to be a civil war.
Well, that's why they're trying to take the guns away from the people, so that the people don't stand a chance to fight back. You know, because they don't want casualties on their end; they want casualties on the people's end, on the masses of the people.
Well, John Todd brought that out way back in 1978. He said the reason the elites haven't moved on the people is because they got to take away their guns. That's what he said. John Todd said.
This guy Charles Manson.
Yeah.
I mean, because Charles Manson was